Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello. I see that I changed my outfit. My computer crashed, so I had to update my NVIDIA drivers. But, I did some wacky shit. I made a space elevator. And my space elevator is, well, I also, did some floating island. So I did a floating island that is, a glowing mushroom biome. I'm gonna work on moving this house, the big mushroom house, from rebuilding it here, and then tearing down the one that I have, on the surface. I also have a graveyard island. Did I leave all of my shit down there? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna be making these little space pods, intermittently throughout the world. And then I'm gonna, like, install a minecart up here. Maybe I can work with the mechanic to install some, teleporters, that I'm not constantly, doing that shit. And by that shit, I mean, running up and down the ropes. Graveyard Island. This is my graveyard island. I did it spaghetti. Specifically to get one singular item. Oh, it's Abigail's flower again. How sweet. Thingy. My thingy! I've had this obelisk sitting in my damp... Hang on. Yeah. Okay, no, it is just nighttime now. Blueberries. I don't need to worry about feathers right now. But yeah, I made myself a new outfit, the Capricorn outfit. And, I got to work on some trees. By some trees, I mean a tree, and by a tree, I mean a big-ass living tree house over this way. Oh, also I did, you can see that my little space pods were made out of smooth granite. I made a granite golem farm. So I can just beat those guys up whenever I need more granite. And that's gonna be lots of fun. Now, I did do some research, some additional research into the biome preferences of some of the NPCs. So, while the Dryad lives here for now, I don't want her living in the same home as the Golfer, even though the Golfer really likes the surface. So, the surface as in, like, the generic forest surface. So, eventually, I think, we are going to move the Dryad to the jungle. Oh yeah, I lost a bunch of my progress from that crash. Luckily, some of it saved. Man. Glad I updated my drivers in that case. I'm gonna make a big canopy up here. And one of the things I want to do... Oh yeah, I've also been doing a whole lot of tinkering, so I have a bunch of things. A bunch of accessories. That's fun. But the deal is, one of the things I mentioned, reason I mentioned fishing in the title is because the last thing standing between me and TerraSpark boots is, water walking boots. And I don't have those, And you get those from water chests or ocean crates. And crates are fishing, so we are probably going to be doing a whole lot of fishing this episode. Oop. First, I'm going to rebuild these tree branches from what I lost. Be nice. We're going to have a good time. Hello? Yeah. So one of the things I want to do in my big tree house is I want to put in all of my herb planters in here. I have a bathroom in the roots now. I have a cistern that I am capable of fishing in. I'm not going to fish right now, but I am capable of fishing in as I need to. But the plan is, while there is going to be some living space in the trunk, especially on these first 2 floors, I think everything else is going to be in the branches. So this is probably going to be someone else's bedroom. I don't know how big the canopy is going to end up being. I might end up going a little too sicko mode on this. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm having fun. 3. Oh. Beep bop. Beep boop. Making all of those slants look nice and pretty. Oop. That. Beep. Beep bop. We don't need to do that. Actually. Oh. Ooh, nice. Love us a flying fortress. That's kind of the same idea I'm having with my weird little smooth granite space pods. Just smaller in scope. I am not immune to fall damage, and I would do well to remember that. I keep hearing the noises of falling stars. Do have my gold worm, which I did grab underground. Means we're going to take a trip to the Shimmer. Killed something. Not what I killed, but something died. What is it? Is it my... Yeah, it's that. I need to stop doing that to myself. Okay. Clark. Building the Great Deku Tree. Yep! Basically. Can't reach. I will take more fall damage as a result. Alas and alack. I want all those stars. Do I have any inventory space for them? Nope. Yeah, with my frog legs, I can now stick to walls. Right, it would be here. Going to drop this leaf wall. Want that. Could just do this thing where I just add leaves willy-nilly. If this is just decorative, this part of the tree is just decorative, then I don't actually do. It will do that thing where it'll, like, produce darkness on the inside of the object. I don't have wings on. It's not- we're not in hard mode yet. I have not unlocked wings. Or at least I haven't been to the proper Sky Islands to find the fledgling wings. So I just have the rocket boots, which are a portion of the frost spark boots. Wood is a renewable resource, so I don't gotta worry about using too much of it, I think. And, like, using it disposably. I am good about replanting my acorn. Up, up, up. Twig! Night. Close enough to fix that? No, I cannot! Waste some leaves. Tree! Whoops. Not what I meant! Beautiful. Of course, the darkness can also be kind of its own fun little thing where it's like, oh, the shade of the tree. Welcome. I'm out of wood now. Well, I can technically fix that. I went ahead and fished up a new sawfish because, as it turns out, the molten ham. Oh yeah, I also went to hell without y'all. I actually summoned the Wall of Flesh by accident, but I managed to despawn it through some personal sacrifices. But I do have Hellstone implements. I have Hellstone implements. I have guide voodoo dolls. Why you might notice that my guide is no longer named Ryan because Ryan is dead. And because I fucked that up. My froggy went and killed a voodoo demon for me before I was ready, and it fell in the lava, and I didn't have the platform highway set up yet, so I just had to deal with that. You doing an all-around build, or are you meaning melee? I do like an all-around build, just because you tend to start out with melee and archery, early on in the game, and I tend to enjoy summoning and guns, but because they're later game, I tend to just operate. And I do like melee. I have the Knight's Edge now. I wound up upgrading my Muramasa to that. Because once I had gone into hell, I had acquired the necessary items to create the Knight's Edge. Nope. No, you don't. There we go. I like a melee build. I like a build where I can use a melee weapon as a panic button, especially something like Knight's Edge, where it has a big, all-around hitbox. And then use stuff like magic. I like to have one summon up, just kind of around, to help me deal chip damage. And then I like using, I vastly prefer magic and guns for my, projectile damage, but I do have a fuck ton of arrows to burn through, and I will burn through those arrows, so help me! It's living platforms, please. Living wood platform, please. I need more vine ropes as well, but I can get those whenever. Ever played the Calamity mod for Terraria? It's the only mod you hear about. DM Dokuro's music for the Calamity mod is what got me into Terraria. I am playing a vanilla world in a lead-up to having a Calamity series on the channel. That is the plan. So yes, we are absolutely playing Calamity on the channel at some point. Big tree canopy. That's... we want to be able to fiddle with this later. I'll leave that mostly untouched. And what's going to be interesting is that I am going to strip myself of most of my items, but take this same character into the Calamity world. So we're going to start with a fresh world, and I'm going to, like, limit myself to, like, early game sword, a fishing rod. That's about it. Ouch. Fall damage. That which I do to myself. Have the... okay, now I have gel. I'm going to put it away. Then I'm going to put it away because I have these acorns to plant. Get all of this wood nice and fresh. Put these acorns. This. One of the things I'm gonna do, so I do wanna, because I have a light thing, I did like a little roots pattern in the wall with the living wood wall. And I think I want to try doing something similar up top with the canopy with the living wood wall into the leaf background. That's gonna be interesting. Peach is going in my food stash. Not really a stash, it's just not what I meant to do, but alright. Stole all of my silk ropes, which I want to use for my, Oh, I'm holding my peach. How nice. I can, like, put them down decoratively, right? Oh, one is a peach and the other is an apricot. Never mind. Whatever. I'm talking about living wood platform. Put you here. More wood! Beep, bop, beep, bop. These weird lava plant looking things are potted items I got from obsidian chests, which you get by fishing in lava. That's something I did off stream. Not need to turn off that. We are going to let the smart cursor deal with that for us. Auto-magically. Lovely. Right, I have Feywood materials now. Get a little bit silly with. But until then. I did want leaves. Where? Around me self. Smart cursor wall placement is really nice. You get all the holes. Beep, beep, bop, boop, bop, beep, bop, bop. think that's pretty solid tree progress for now. I'm gonna need to chop down so many goddamn trees. So... Money, I don't need to split. Till then, I think it's the time to fish! I'll put my water leaf seeds away, because I went to go grab some of those. I have a blueberry to turn into some dye. We're going to go to the beach! I brought my tree stuff with me. Whee! Great. Like, what the fuck am I here for? Oh, yeah! Okay, so... Cool. Gold helmet. Gummy worm! Cosmic gummy worm. What is the gummy worm good for? I am now permanently slightly better at fishing. I'd like to be able to scrape this someday. Hello, ether slime. One of these days I will turn the Ether Dome into a livable place. But until then... I will just have to teleport to the beach and run back the old-fashioned way. I want these fallen stars. I would like to explore the sky eventually. And find a sky mill so I can make sunplate block. Keep seeing them slightly off screen and go, ooh, piece of candy, ooh, piece of candy, ooh. Alright, I'm going out to my personal little pier. I don't actually need this gold helmet. Free! An object for you. I have this for you as well. Why not sell you a little bit of my torch? Alright. Oh boy, the Chimeras followed me over. Bonk. Bonkatronic. Okay. I got that. We are going to go fishing potion. Great potion. Start. Bing, bing, bong from the blood moon. I think that's everything I need. I want that. Can always make the Tower of Babel true. Ooh, an ocean crate. Let's see. Ooh, a golden crate. Okay, this crate potion is already pulling its weight. Where's my trident? Hang on. Want this. Want it. I love fallen stars. I love having them. But I should not be wasting my crate potions so willy-nilly. Fish? Okay. Ramp. One thing I gotta do is bring a, power on my babble till I nango de arimasen deshita. I am, of course, just goofing. Good night, Arl. I hope you have a good sleep. Beep, bop, bop, beep, boop. What does he want from us? West, sky, lakes, and surface. Well, I'm on the surface, so I hope that counts. The dolphins really like to hop onto the pier for a little while. Beep, bop, beep, bop, bop, beep, boop. I don't know if I'm gonna keep my coffee goal for my interest in a new Mac, because I just checked today and the refurbished Mac that I was eyeballing is now out of stock. I am a little bit salty about it. A little bit salty, a little bit bitter. Getting something with similar specs will now cost several $100 more, and I am displeased with that. But because it's my fault for needing to psych myself up for big purchases. Oh well. I will continue to eyeball it, and depending on how things turn out, I might wait even longer, or I might it took me a bit to psych myself up for a certain price tag, and now I have to psych myself up for something even more expensive. Yay, yippee! And they're taking my bait non-stop. 46 crates. Those tend to give you bait variants as well, so that's gonna be fishing for a while. Probably won't even get to the wall of flesh tonight. I need blink root. I don't accept that pink jellyfish. Into my piggy bank. Blah blah. Wow wow. Oh. Shrimp. $6 shrimp special. Bree, I'm here to sell you some things. Swordfish. Like my regular fish as well. Of the conveyor belts I found underground earlier. I do not need them. What if I sold you my blink root? Sell you mushrooms, tuna, blink root, and a snapper for good measure. My potions have run out. Time to re-up. Fish are taking their sweet time now. Fimsh. We'll have enough sashimi to last me to the end of the world! Udan crate. Pray for self-fulfilling prophecies. Self-fulfilling prophecies? That's not the right way to phrase that. I think a better way to phrase that would be self-sustaining loop. I have a lot of bait. Earn bait by opening boxes that you catch while fishing. Means you can then use that bait to fish up more crates. do want to see if I can try getting the shell phone in this. And if I do manage to get the cell phone or the shell phone, I'm definitely taking it to the Calamity World. A lot of boxes. A lot of crates. There's a fishing expansion mod for Minecraft that adds fishing crates to that. Pretty neat. Never tried it, but I'm busy playing Terraria right now. God, finding the kind of downtime in each game to play multiple sandbox games at the same time would be very interesting. Terraria is less of a sandbox. It's a little more of an RPG with, I wouldn't say quite an RPG, but it's more geared towards the linear progression, getting stronger and stronger and fighting bosses and actually having interesting combat. Whereas Minecraft is more explicitly of the sandbox flavor. How much journeyman bait do I have left? 33. Before I get to the fireflies. I upgraded my bug net with Hellstone as well, so that means it can break grass, which means I can now farm insane quantities of bait in the jungle. Hang on. Tuna. Now in my inventory. Huddle in the night. Oh yeah, the idea would be finding the downtime is I would be huddling in the night and or waiting for certain automatic processes to complete. So, like, once I would reach a certain point in Terraria, I would have, like, wire-activated statue farms for materials, and I could, like, sit while that happens. Or wait for my herbs to grow. Or I could triple wheel fishing. Hightail doesn't have fishing yet. It'll be interesting when it does, but it does not have fishing at the moment. Well, it does have the fishing trap, but you set it and leave. You don't, like, fish with a fishing rod. 2 reaver sharks. Alas, my pickaxe is already way more powerful than a reaver shark, so I have no use for them. About to go. What's happening to the music? I think it's just the night music kicking in. Yep, that's the night music. Get rid of this jellyfish. Bye. The sound of stars falling. Free! Buy my stuff! Beaver shark. Fish. Grab my trident. Run to see if I was correct. I was! I heard a star fall over here. Okay, my potions have worn off again, which... Fishing potion? Crate potion. I'm trying not to chug my crate potions too hard while I have the fishing potion active. But once I'm out of fishing potions, all bets are off, baby. I am going to be slamming those back. That is what they are there for. I don't need reaver sharks, but they do sell for good money. I want that money. Speaking of money. I need to harvest some of this coral sometime. I want to work on building up my little, undersea palace. I do want to acquire the bottomless water bucket. So I can refill the ocean as I need to. Which means I'll have to start doing quests for the angler. I want my Terra Spark boots, though. Fine. Unfortunately, that makes my whole avatar lean over. Another ocean crate. Gravitation potion. Ooh. I think that's one of the things that is. Yup. Ooh, an enchanted sword. I don't know what I'm gonna use that for. Avatar would be a really good me in life. Arl has already put me on his island. And has been sharing funny clips in some mutual discords we're in. I should... The more I see of it, the more I want to try out Tomodachi Life. That seems like a lot of fun. And people go crazy with the face paint. So, like, people are putting abstract furries in the game. It's wild. God, can you imagine? My Spring 23 insanity canonized on a Tomodachi Life island. Actually, why don't I keep slamming that crate potion? I have like 30 of them. I do need ocean crates because I want to roll for a water walking boot. Also, I didn't get the Switch Metopia re-release, so Tomodachi Life would be my first time getting to experience a really high detail me editor, which means, and like I made weird when I was like little, I made weird ass freaks on the original Wii, so I would be interested in seeing the extent of my powers. Sorting. We are just going to go skip straight to the fireflies. Oop, zombie attack. Go, my froggy. Even though I haven't ever played Tomodachi Life for myself, any of the previous games, I had some, like, tangential experience with those that do. I had one of my internet friends be a big Tomodachi head on the 3DS, and, like, I heard stories about those, stories about their experiences with it. And while I haven't watched the original Vinesauce, Tomodachi Life series, I have heard it goes kinda crazy, to the point of Vinesauce, the character, being, like, his look-like-me being a character in his own right on the level of Sponge, which is why he gets referenced in at least one ending of Mario's Mystery Meat. Which means now Vinny is playing Living the Dream and getting crazy shit happening. Well, first he's making crazy me's. I'm also watching shit go down that same internet friend, posting about his Tomodachi Life experiences on his Tumblr, so that's been fun to follow. Ishizu from Yu-Gi-Oh! Is friends with the Mage Sisters from Kirby. They are all friends, and I think Ishizu's has like a crush on Zan, which is interesting. And Tomo Life can create all sorts of wacky scenarios like that, and I'm just like, oh, that would be fun to participate in someday. Maybe I should get the game. It seems like a very good stream game because there are wacky shit that happens, and there is like, and it's good to react to. So you just get to see all of your characters doing silly shit together, and that's fun, and that's silly, and that's great. And Odachi Life Living the Dream gives you a full drawing editor for items you can give to your characters. Oh, it seems interesting. I'm not going to bite yet, but it seems interesting. Jellyfish. Beep up. Oh, I need to buy my swordfish off me. Swordfish for sale. Fuck it, buy my ropes. Rope. Get an extra inventory slot that way. Okay, back to grinding down my fireflies into nothing. I don't have my fishing buffs anymore. Let me fix that. Go over to the jungle, but I am fishing for ocean crate right now. Trash inner tube. Inner tube be. Can the inner tube be? Ooh, shark bait. Well, I'm gonna need it for long, and if it doesn't craft into anything else, then I'm not gonna bother. Also, I don't need the shark bait, because there's another one on the other ocean on the other side of the world. Like, down in, there's a water chest under the sea that I've poked at. And I haven't had an opportunity to completely loot them yet. But we're getting there. I can sell my current shark bait. Get a little something something for it. Yay! Back to fishing. You've completed the use of the fireflies. I have another one of these. A regular inner tube. I need to have a breathing reed at home already. You have food at home. That can be extractinated, but into what? Sand? Oh, that's a lot of it. I mean, I'll take sand. I'm gonna need to use some of it to reconstruct the beach when I am creating my undersea paradise. Sand. And dreams. Put another copy of that painting on the wall. Why the fuck not? Silver ore. Pop that in this safe. Bop, bop, boop. Beep, bop, boop. Not need the dark bit. At least one of the sandcastle buckets. I'm pretty sure I have one of those at home. You safe. I'll sell you my inner tube. Fuck it, I'll put my conveyor belts in the safe as well, so they can just be at home. I don't know what I'm gonna use them for. I might use them for like some kind of automated resource factory with a with a statue spawner or something. Hello, welcome to Dust Stream. I'm fishing. It's fish o'clock. I'm trying to grind for a specific item that I haven't found in other chests yet. If I can start hard mode with the Terra Spark boots, we will be doing a-okay. There we go. Ooh, a golden crate. Alright. Not precisely what I was looking for, but I'll take it. If I start using my master stuff now. This is the last of my fishing potion. Might as well take advantage of that with a higher fishing power. La la la. Getting a lot of fishing around, not a whole lot of other crates. get that gold crate, so maybe that just slurped up all of my crate luck. But oh, there's an iron crate. Well, if anything, I'll be making good money from all of the reaver sharks I'm catching. Swordfish. Still want the... Yeah. Still on the day where you want the jungle fishy. Back, please. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Bing bong. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba. Clouds in the background. I'm moving so fast. Get me? They were moving fast when it was, like, huge as well. Start opening this shit up. Sell my ginger beard, I'll sell my hardy saddle. A bunch of sailfish boots, even though I don't need those no more. Styling lyre, don't need that. What? Reaver shark. Stop. Ooh, and swordfish. Here comes the money! Regular falcon blade can be sold. Ores can be ignored. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Getting good crate pulled. Need more ocean crates, please. Love me an iron crate, but I would like an ocean crate. Por favor. Thank you, Froggy. Go in kill mode for me. I can ignore that for a bit. My crate I need to maximize the use of my crate potion. $92 wooden crates. Ocean crate! Yay! And a potion, flipper. And another painting. Fimsh. Yeah, Froggy, kill please. Good Froggy. Grab these stars because I have no self-control. Yay. Froggy, kill please. Da. Guys. The same painting over and over again. Took a while to get that bite. Froggy, kill for me, please. Forgot to cast my line again. What happens when you fish in Terraria for hours on end? Yeah. There we go. Last few casts before I have to re-up my potion. I want that fallen star before it despawn. Oh, the NPCs are having a party. How nice. Zephyrfish. Isn't that would be today's quest fish, yeah? Yeah. Who is that? Is a zephyrfish is a pet item. I was confused because it had the same color as a quest fish in its name. Did you say your thing was caught in caverns? Oh, so I have to go deep to get it. Lovely. Frog leg. I don't need that anymore. Oh, I also figured out how deathweed blooms. It blooms on nights of the full moon and on blood moon. I wound up just going to the wiki and looking up the blooming conditions for all the herbs. And day bloom blooms during the day. Moon glow at night. Deathweed at night on nights of the full moon and blood moons. Waterleaf during the rain. Blinkroot whenever it damn well pleases. Shiverthorn whenever it's done growing. And Fire Blossom at sunset. My boxes. Give me my boxes. Wah, wah. Wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. I gotta look in the right spot. My dies around. Interesting. Kinda like the different highlight profile of having regular blue flame on the Capricorn helm. Another potion. Another round of fishing! Swordfish? Okay. A lot of iron crates, not getting much in the way of ocean crates. I wonder how much of that is my fishing power lowering back down to, more typical levels without the poke. I go back to the desert and try and hunt more water leaf. I kinda wanna wait until it rains. so that it'll bloom so I can get seeds. Another reason I should explore the sky more is that I'd love to know more about I'd love to fish in the sky. I'd like to know more about what islands I have in this world so I can see if we have a sky lake so I can go fishing there. So I can acquire other things, not just stuff for sky missions, but also sky crates. That gives me the potential for a lucky horseshoe. And once I get, I don't know how many horseshoes I'm gonna need, but there is a way, the thing I need a sandstorm in a bottle. That's a bit more of a pain in the ass to get. I sold all getting a pharaoh mask from the pyramid treasure chest. If I did and I sold it, I may have fucked myself over. I think I might be able to get it from, like, desert fishing crates, which means I'll need to acquire a way to bring a bunch of water into the desert, which means I need to get a bunch of fucking buckets. Bring some water. What else I can use the flipper for. I think it's not just used in the frog feet that I already have. It'd be relevant to some other recipe. Double check on the wiki. Oh, that cloud looks like a heart. How nice. When this next potion wears off, I should go sell some more stuffed debris. I'd like to see what other NPCs will eventually have access to. I would like to get decent quantity of pylons set around the world. Just one. Crates! Chimp. 3 platinum. Probably afford to place that someplace safe. Oh, there's still 18 seconds left on this potion. Let's go ahead. Keep fishing. Okay. Frog leg for sale. Sawfish for sale. Zombie arm, fuck it, for sale. Torches for sale. Chimp for sale. I like the enchanted sword, and I already have one for crafting purposes. I do just sell that off. It's everything significant. Sell. Sprout. In mana potion. Okay. Cram both of those. And if there's any ores, I'll put them in there. Oddly breathing reed. Oddly breathing reed, okay. Interesting. Party time's over. Okay. Golden crate. That's lovely, but I would like ocean crates, please. I have a specific item I have in mind. I would like to upgrade my shoes, please. Hello. Just a moment. Ding dong ding. Have to do a little bit of poking around. Hi, I'm fishing in Terraria. It's a quiet sort of stream. trying to fish for ocean crates so I can get water walking boots, so I can combine with my other train, get Terra Spark boots. I want to see if I can get that before hard mode. Mostly because it'll make running around in the underworld a hell of a lot easier. Hell, that's where it is. Being both temporarily resistant to lava and able to walk on it. Frog leg. Okay. Few more seconds left in the current potion. And when it runs out, I'm gonna go sell off some of my extras again. Or returning to the grind! What I'm fishing for? Ocean crates! They have a chance to drop some of the same loot as water chests, and I need water walking boots to combine with my hasty molten skull rose to produce lava waders, and then I want to combine my lava waders with the frost spark boots to produce the Terra Spark boots, which combines all of those abilities together. Immunity to fire blocks, resistance to minor resistance to lava. Is that another meteor dropping? A meteorite has landed. Yeah! Well. I wonder where, because I've been trying to fill in the holes they leave behind after mining all the meteorite. I have to look up to see whether that corresponds to however many times you beat the Brain of Cthulhu, or if it just happens intermittently for the rest of the game. Have you checked the oceans? The ocean on the other side of the world has had a couple chests, but I did not see any water walking boots in there. I got a flipper, I got some breathing reeds, stuff like that. Shark bait pet item. I know I could theoretically go spelunking again and just try to hunt down a water chest in a particularly wet cave, but I like fishing a lot. So even though it's boring to watch, I am having fun. And I am also trying to have at least trying to offer at least some conversation while we hang out. My crate potion has run out, which means I'm going to sell off. Oop. A reaver shark. Frog leg. Skin healing potion silver bar. Free obsidian skin potions are still appreciated, because I do need those for traversing the underworld and acquiring Hellstone. I already have Hellstone pickaxe, and Hellstone armor, so it's not I need that much more. But it would be nice to have. Ooh, that cloud looks like the Eye of Cthulhu. I need to rank my portions. Some of my boxes because I can! My crates! So those boots. $123 wooden chests. Wooden crates, excuse me. That's gonna be a lot of stuff, and it's mostly gonna be low-tier ores. Well, I've been down the tunnel and didn't have water walking boots. It has water chests, and water walking boots can spawn in those chests. But my loot table did not. My loot tables did not roll those boots in my world. I do not think it is guaranteed loot in those chests. Just one of several possible options. I mean, it doesn't particularly matter which ocean I fish in, so... My conch. What happened to my magic conch? What, did I leave it at home? It's possible that I did that. I agree, I need you to buy stuff off me, including this frog leg. Trout. Trout and shrimp. And the beard, for good measure, because I do not need that. Did I put my magic conch down somewhere and leave it there? That would suck. Oh wait, wouldn't it be... Did I lose kind of freak accident? Lava bucket. I mean, I can always run back manually. Could have sworn I had one. Wonder if it was consumable and I just didn't know. Or if I put it in a chest somewhere because I ran out of inventory space. And wound up losing it. Well, if I don't have it right now, then that means I'll have to go hunt for another one. Because I do not feel like running all the way out that way. Ba, 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 ba. Will you consume my pink jellyfish bait, please? Quest, what do you want? I am... fish. There is one in the caverns, and I think I might go ahead and try to... I'm gonna wait until my current thing run out. I'm not wasting precious minutes. Honestly, I wonder if spelunking for it might be the right call after all. Like, one more run to Bree to sell her some stuff. Route. I'll sell her the lens, too. I have plenty of those back home. And if he wants something that can be caught in the caverns, that means we gotta go deep. Luckily for me, I know exactly where that can go. Fuck it, invisibility potion. Why not? Scarab bombs. There's my scarab bombs. I mean, we're technically in the caverns right now. They're low enough, but what if we went deeper? Of course, invisibility does make it difficult to see what you're doing. Okay. What is that? What? What are you? You get ethered somehow? What? I'm sorry? Special music? Special music and like bouncing towards all the treasure or something? Okay. Intriguing. Never experienced this before. Interesting. Okay, that was fun. Particularly need a depth gauge. I already have the doohickey that combines it with other shit. Ooh, that's a nice big pool of water. Oh, if that had fallen on me, I would have died-ed. weird boulder. Wah! I got bouldered again. I stand on this teeny little rock. First, I'm gonna heal. I dropped the mushroom seeds. I'm gonna bring my fishing rod back. We are going to fish. Guide voodoo fish instantaneously. Okay, cool, great. Yes, please. I'd like to speak to the angler. Hello, young man. I have your thingy. Fuzzy carrot. What does the fuzzy carrot do? Rhinable bunny mount. Okay. Back to fishing in the ocean, I guess. Have I found the shimmer yet? Yes, I have. We just passed by it. Actually. For pre-hard mode accessory, 10% chance of being obtained from water chests, ocean crates, and seaside crates. So if I've just been having awful luck, the ocean crate drop. Oh, yep, 10%. But the breathing reed, inner tube, trident, and flipper had a 22.5 chance. What's this shark bait and sandcastle? Oh well. Gold bar, I could probably afford to put that away. Start trying to consume the smaller tier bait. Master level bait. Gets fish to bite faster. Which means it's more efficient when dealing with potion buffs that only last for a limited amount of time. Another meteorite land? It didn't give me a little message, so I don't know. Well, at the very least, I can say I made a fuck ton of money. It might be more economical to sell neon tetras from the jungle. I'm looking to actively make money. But I'm not. I'm grinding for other things and making money on the side. Froggy? Kill? Mm-hmm. I think this is gonna be my last round of potions for the night before I sign off. bait I can get. Morning again at the seaside. Two reaver sharks. Ooh, a bunny call. Quite a lot of crates to open. Done with this. Ooh, an ocean. I've been wanting it. Some odd seconds left on this crate potion. I want to see if I can use up the apprentice bait. They only have the two of them. These suckers up. Have some fantastical buckets, which means Sawtooth 1. all of my reaver sharks. Breathing reed. And castle bucket. Grab this shit. What's the quest? Caught in the desert. Scorpio fish. Interesting. I think I'm gonna call it quits for the night. Next episode, ready or not, wall of flesh. I'm gonna start putting down platform highway in the underworld. Then we are going to switch over to hard mode. Terraria episode 5. So until then, I will see y'all some other time. Good night. I am gonna go to bed. So, sleepy time. Good night, everybody. Night. Nice rest of your weekend.